Hey, welcome to my channel. Tools, tips, and tales. Tools to transform, tips to empower, and tales to inspire. I'm Kim Saff, licensed clinical social worker. I have my doctorate in transpersonal psychology. I've been doing this over 20 years, and this is me helping you transform your life. Yay! Woo! All right, so what I want to talk to you today about is the cost of maintaining a behavior. Yeah, so the costs of maintaining a behavior, another way to think about that are the consequences for maintaining behavior. We've talked about the pros and cons, right? And when we make change is when the cons outweigh the pros. So we're doing some more to flesh out the consequences, the costs of maintaining a behavior. All right, so when we're operating unconsciously, we don't collect any data. We don't understand how a behavior is impacting us and what the costs are. So what we're going to do is really intentionally just start assessing, how am I impacted by a behavior, whatever behavior you're looking at changing, right? So I'm going to use an example of people pleasing. So people pleasing is in the land of the codependency, right? And it's where I am putting your needs above mine, and I'm really, really worried about pleasing you, keeping you happy, avoiding conflict, right? And one of the reasons I people please and I focus all on you is because essentially my fear and insecure side is convincing me that if I show up, I'll be abandoned. Yeah, that's at the deep, deep root, right? I'm not lovable, I'm not worth it, I'm not enough, so I better keep you happy, better people please you and you and you and you so you don't abandon me. Yeah, that's the land of the fear and insecure. But now we got the authentic. I know my worth, I know my value, and I'm willing to look at the costs of some of these behaviors. Right? So the costs of maintaining people-pleasing behavior. Well, if I'm putting your needs above mine and I'm really worried about people-pleasing everybody else, where are my needs and desires? Nowhere. Right? My needs and desires are not even on the table because all of yours are on the table. So I squash out my needs and desires. I'm busy people pleasing, so I'm not going to use my voice. I don't want to cause any conflict, right? Conflict avoidance. So I don't use my voice. And if I don't use it, I lose it. So my assertiveness voice atrophies. I lose the ability to assert my own needs and wants and desires. I might not even have had an assertive voice to start with. I maybe never formed it in my family origin. So I'm definitely not forming it now, right? And here's the thing. If I'm always worried about you, you, and you, and you, and I fear being abandoned, some resentment builds up in here. Yeah. No one cares about me. No one listens to me. Even though I'm not actually showing up to be cared about, and I'm not voicing anything to be heard, because I'm really busy people-pleasing. But it doesn't feel good to not get seen, to not get tended to. So I get irritable, I get funky, it doesn't feel good. And maybe I don't know, maybe there's some anxiety, some depression, because you know what, I'm operating from a place of fear and insecurity. I'm not feeling good about me. I'm not knowing my worth and my value, and I'm showing up and putting everyone else's needs beyond mine. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of costs of that behavior, huh? The costs of maintaining people-pleasing. All right, I'll give you one more example before I send you on your way. All right, so think about someone that drinks a bottle of wine every night. All right, and she's thinking about the costs of the behavior. All right. So fiscally, I mean, there's just the costs of how much the actual wine costs each night. Bottle of wine times 7 nights, multiplied by 4 times 8, right? So we've got all of that actual costs. And then what are some of the other costs of drinking a bottle of wine a night? Well, I'm definitely not connecting with the kids. I'm on my phone. They're off in their rooms doing whatever. So there's the cost of not connecting with the kids. There's definitely the cost with my husband because he is over it. He's done. He says if I continue drinking, he's going to divorce me. I don't know if he's going to actually leave, but he definitely threatens it. So that's a cost. My relationship with my husband is a cost. And I don't feel good in the mornings. I'm hungover. My head hurts. I'm tired. I don't get any good sleep. I don't tend to eat when I drink, so I haven't been having dinner. And I definitely don't exercise when I'm hungover. So Kim talks about that trifecta, eating, sleeping, and exercising. I'm definitely not doing those. Yeah, so you can see the costs of the behavior of drinking each night. And then if you want to double down and really see the impact, you can rate each one. Really quantify it. Put the data in your face. 1 to 10. 1 is not at all. 10 is extremely. So how much are you impacted by each of these costs? 1, not at all. 10, extremely impacted. And then just give each one a rating. And just assess. Judgment-free. Yeah, we are in the land of judgment-free. We're just collecting the data, assessing how we're impacted, seeing if that works for us or if it's working us. And if it's working us, then we get to make change happen. Oh, yeah. All right, so enjoy this tool of really assessing the costs of a behavior, and it really helps motivate you to make change happen. Because who wants to suffer all those costs? All right, enjoy.